I think it's good to have that approach on games. I do like that, how I can see things objectively, but still have a subjective opinion thrown in there. I think it's a good mix. A lot of journalists these days, well, quote-unquote journalists. The journalist isn't necessarily someone that should be showing their subjective opinion on something. But I keep saying but I'm not sure. I'm trying to create coherent thoughts, because now this isn't about Stonehearth. This is about The Witcher. This is more about, like, this may as well be a channel update. It's just not really got much else to talk about when playing Stonehearth at the moment, because we pretty much know what I'm doing. I'm just building and now talking about random things. I'm not too sure. It's weird. And now I'm going off tangents. It's fine. What was I talking about? We're building a wall right now. Don't worry, I'm not going to stop talking about that for those that are curious about it. I need to start talking more about random things, I feel. Well, I don't need to, but it would be nice just to have that random topic starter, because then maybe people in the comments could have their own views in it. And I like the discussion. It's very nice. It's good to hear other people's opinions. Maybe YouTube isn't the place for that. I'm not too sure. Is that a controversial thing to say? I'm not too sure if it is. I mean, you know, opinions are thrown around a lot on YouTube, I suppose. But a lot of people act negatively to them if they're not positive to their own beliefs. But yeah, still, maybe I'm going down the rabbit hole right now. I'm not too sure if it's a good idea. How high is this? I forgot. It's 1, 2, 3. I could just count these blocks. What am I doing? I'm doing it the hard way for no good reason. I'll get back to whatever the hell I was saying before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8. It's 8 high. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, there we are. That probably isn't even the right wall type. So, also Merv right behind me just trying to sort of participate in the conversation. I like it. So I was on about the Witcher. I was on many other tangents, including the Witcher. Also, apparently. But I said it again. But as I was saying, it's a good filler. That's why I say a lot, because I'm trying to be coherent. And I can't really do that by constantly talking. Otherwise, it would just be like random bits of silence every now and then. That was basically it, rather than me just saying to fill the air in the room, as it were. That's not really a saying. I'm not sure why I said that. It doesn't feel like a saying anyway. Now we're talking about something else. So many tangents right now. I used to do this a lot back in the day of the Game of Peons update videos, where I'd talk about the update, and then 15 minutes of that is just me talking about gibberish. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's a good trait. Maybe it's not. I'm not too sure about that. Because it's either I've got something to say or I've got nothing at all to say. This is definitely prominent in real life as well. Do I want these to connect like this? I think I do. I think the way the wood will connect on this layer just makes a little bit more sense if it's a constant chisel around the back here. My ability to explain what I'm building is terrible also. Like, when I watch back on videos I've made where I explain how I'm building something, I'm just like, what? Well, sometimes I'm like, what? Sometimes I'm like, oh, that was a very good explanation. There we go. Yes, sometimes I look back on my old content. I like to do it just to see how I've changed. The answer is not much, but the answer to that is not much. But my way to explain, well, my ability to explain is a little bit better now. Just a little bit better. It's not completely there. Right, so I've got the walkway right here, which is fine. So this is what our wall currently looks like. It's a very boring wall. You know, I've discussed that before. We don't really have any crenellations, which are going to be quite awkward to do, but we're going to do them anyway. Unfortunately, we did make them out of the wood color, so I guess we're going to have to do it like that. So if we just have the blocks poke out a little bit. There we are. Doing this side's very easy because it's just a straight line. It's a very long straight line, but it's a straight line. Right, and then we go up by... Do we go up by 1? Or do we just... Yeah, this goes up by 1, so we'll continue with the going up by 1. Going up by 1, yo. I'm sure if I was about to break in song then, but that was like, you know what, no. I'm gonna not do that. That sounds like a good idea. So yeah, I was talking about something, and it completely went there. You know, I'm trying to just talk about something else at the moment, which is pretty great. We're gonna connect these together. I wonder how far they've gone with the house. Yep, the Hearthlings are actually not too far off. They're starting the roof by the looks of it. Oh, I lagged out there. It looks like they're trying to start the roof anyway. They've still got the back to do. Take them a little while, but that's fine. You know, we're doing it the proper way. I like it. I am kind of worried, though, that the Alpha 10 with us trying not to cheat so much. I'm probably going to inevitably do it anyway. I'm not going to lie, because it helps to move the series along. That's the issue I'm trying to get to, though, is they take very long to construct these, and some of the AI doesn't... Well, some of the AIs don't really try and help. They try and do other stuff. It's a bit of a problem, which means, you know, we'll spend like 3 episodes trying to make one house. If that ends up being the case, we'll probably end up cheating most of it in. So, I do say cheating a lot as well. I do think it's cheating, because it's going against what the developers intended the game to be. However, the game's not finished. So, until then, I will happily cheat, even if my conscience makes me feel like I'm doing something that's bad. But, you know, there you go. I mean, I feel like I'm in 2 worlds about it. It's very strange. Or like, maybe 2 personalities are clashing. One of them's just like, you know what, dude? You're screwed up, dude. That's right, dude. Okay, bro. What are you doing, bro? It's a joke. Anyway, I'm not sure what's going on about there. All the dude bros. It's great. Not really. We'll continue building this while I try and remember whatever the hell I was talking about. This is also a problem. My inconsistency. Or my ability to forget on the fly. It's not a gift. It is a curse. And I hate it dearly. We're going to continue building these crenellations, however. They may look horrible. I don't care. They're crenellations. They'll look fine from a distance. Up close, they'll look absolutely awful and useless in every single way. But, like I said, at a distance, they'll look beautiful. Beautiful, not beautiful. Beautiful. There we are. That's that side done. Where do we start here? We start 1 block away. So we'll do the same on this side. These are both separate. And no, I'm not going to get the AI to build these because they won't be able to. In the full version, well, Alpha, I hope in the full version they can, but in Alpha 10 they should be able to. But in this version, Alpha 9, they will not. They will not. Let's continue onwards. Oh, here we go. Right, anyway, let's go back all the way to what I was previously saying. I imagine I've just gone past like an entire episode where it's just me talking about that, and then I just skip it, because I always cut the videos in 20-minute sections. So someone's probably like, oh, that was, you know, that was all right, that was okay, and then just cut. Oh, damn it, now I'm going to wait till the next episode, if someone was actually legitimately interested in that. I have to imagine maybe someone was, or at least the opinion of it anyway. So I was talking about The Witcher, the Wild Hunt coming out, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm still a bit cynical, and I'm probably going to wait for reviews to come out before I get it. I'm not the kind of person that's going to pre-order a game just because, lol, the hype, that kind of thing. I'm definitely going to see if it's going to be good. But seeing from what I've seen, what I played of Witcher 2, it should be pretty good. If not better, simply because it's a different play style that I'm more inclined to enjoy. I loved Skyrim, and it's pretty much the game to go to, really, when you're comparing open world games like The Witcher, really, the medieval style, almost Viking-esque games like Skyrim. It's good to compare it to that, because it's pretty much the go-to comparison. It's like block-based games are always, until the end of time, going to be compared to Minecraft now. It is always going to be the case. Sometimes it's valid, sometimes it's not. With Stonehearth, it's not really valid, because it's a voxel-based game, not a block-based game. Games like Terraria as well, unvalid. But there are a lot of block-based games that are out there that are basically Minecraft clones, but you know, you got to compare it to Minecraft. Block and Load, a very popular game. It's pretty much Minecraft, but with a mini game involved. For all we know, it was probably made from a mini game that was in Minecraft, which is not, you know, it's not bad. I've not played the game myself, but people seem to be enjoying it, so that's all right. But it's all about comparison. As I was saying, though, yeah, The Witcher 2, not something I thoroughly enjoyed. Well, not something I'm trying to... Maybe I'm being a bit too diplomatic. Maybe that's what it is. Because I don't hate the game. And I like the game. I don't hate it. And I don't think boring is a really good word to describe my thoughts on it. We're just going to insta-build this wall. Oh, I completely forgot that this guy's going to be stuck. We should really hope to save soon. This wall actually looks better without the pillars, now that I think about it. Or maybe like smaller pillars, I'm not too sure. As for this guy, you know what? There's a gate right there. Go through the gate. Just go through the gate. That's fine. I go back to our build menu right here. I go up to this. Instant build. There we are. So there we go. We got like a nice little wall now. Courtesy of yours, Cheetacus. Cheetacus. I am Cheetacus. A little bit uneven, but that's fine. It's not the most impressive looking wall in the world, and people have made better walls without cheating, but I am slightly impatient. Slightly impatient. Once again, from someone that used to take 7 to 12 hours to make castle story buildings. That was the day. That was back in 2013, I believe. 2013 November, I believe, when I did a lot of castle story content. That game was pretty good. Well, where it was. I didn't like the direction necessarily, because there were a few changes here and there that I didn't really appreciate. Not only that, but the development process and the way the developers were handling the game was just atrocious. It was so bad to the point where I just didn't really want to play anymore, because it had such a bad reputation. And also I felt sort of screwed over a little bit. Well, I got my fill, I would say. I got my fill out of the game, so not necessarily screwed over. But they just weren't doing a good job, and I didn't feel like supporting anymore because of that. Felt a little bit betrayed, as it were. I would say it was a Kickstarter flop, though, and I bought into it with good intentions that, you know, didn't end up... Yeah, everyone's got that game on Kickstarter that they felt bad, like, backing. Basically, Castle Story is mine. They are still developing it, though, but I'm not really holding hope for Castle Story, that is. You know, welcome to Stonehearth, I might have, ladies and gentlemen. Stonehearth podcast. It's pretty great. I've not really been talking too much about Stonehearth, other than making this wall, which is pretty fine. There we go. It's fine, you know. This is what's happening right now. It's a good idea for me to branch out a little bit. Maybe talk a bit more about the game when it's needed. But when I'm doing all this other stuff like building, I can just talk about whatever the hell's on my mind. Well, not whatever the hell's on my mind, but for the most part, what we've got. It's got to be relative to gaming, really. Or maybe the channel, but even then, it's more appropriate for channel updates. But it's not really a channel update. It'll be the Innkeeper's thoughts, or what would we call that? Because I used to do a weekly vlog where I just tell everyone what's going on with the channel, what my thoughts are, what's in store for the future. They're still working on these fences. They'll get there. They'll get there eventually. We need to make some more fences. As I was saying, I can't remember what I called it. I think it was Game Peon's post or something like that. It had a cool art. There's like a little post there. I was like, oh, yeah, not bad too. My ability to use Photoshop has improved a little bit, but has also declined at the same time. I used to do a lot of background thumbnails for Prison Architect, but I got a little bit... It got a little bit tedious. So I stopped. Which is very annoying. I'm not sure why it got tedious. I guess it became like a bad habit after a little while, because when I came back from work, super tired, had to record, and then I had to make these really crazy Photoshop thumbnail things. And I like doing it, but when you're that tired... Ooh, you're hovering there. When you're that tired, you don't really want to do anything. So, there you go. That is it. That is my really terrible excuse right there for my I wouldn't say ineptitude. It's like one of those things that I don't have to do. That's really it. I don't have to make a thumbnail either. Am I just making excuses? I am making excuses now. You're a complete screw-up, you fucker. There we go. You son of a bitch. I like it. Are we making more fences now? No. Oh, well, we are. But we're not making anything at all. Why are you not making anything at all? Is it because you can't get to your carpentry benches? Oh, that might be it. No. Right, we'll put it right here. Actually, you know what? We'll put it right here. And we'll put this one right over here as well. I feel like they might be having trouble actually getting to their carpentry workstations. Because I'm not too sure if they use them on this side or the other side. But both of these are... I'm not sure. They're against walls. So if we put them in the open, even though it would look weird, it might fix the issue. There you go. They're moving them. You're not going to move it there, are you? Okay, good. Alright, so if we just go ahead and continue to make whatever the hell we wanted to make. It was 10 of these shields. There we are. Even though the money's not really going to be too useful for us. There we are. And we'll go back down here and we'll make more shields. Oh no, this has already got stuff on it, apparently. Okay, apparently this carried over, but this one didn't. Does that mean that guy was actually making the armor? Or has made all of the armor? Oh, they have. So yeah, it must have been a problem with this one being against a wall. Because it looks like they build on the side that is slightly chipped. So yeah, that was a bit of a problem on their side. That's fine though, it's been sorted out now. It's a lovely, beautiful morning. Lovely, beautiful morning is a very nice way to describe what's happening right now. Take a drink. It's water, for those wondering. For those wondering, it's water. Pretty good right now. Where else do we want these buildings? We haven't got much going on in the front here. I don't really want anything. I could probably build like a statue, but it would look weird. So I'm not too sure if that's something I'm really going to get round to doing. There's a lot of fence work that needs to be finished off. But we've planted a few more fences. We just planted a few more fences? What? They're seeds. Seeds? Not seeds. Plants. Now. We'll just say plants. Yeah. That makes sense. Why am I just saying that we'll just say plants? You know what? Forget about it. What's my food at? It's fairly diverse, I would say. How's everyone feeling? The shelter's actually pretty low for some reason, even though we've got a few houses now. So I'm not sure why shelter is low. However, we'll go ahead and we'll get some new, extremely comfortable chairs in here in this tiny cottage for 2. It looks like they have to be further away from the walls. That's fine. I don't mind. We got some tapestry right here. Want that as well? Yeah, that's beautiful. That's perfectly centered as well. We have that right there. That's pretty good. Then what we can have is a nice... I can't really put this further back, unfortunately, but we'll put that right there. And then we'll put a lamp on top of it once it's spawned in. Because I think that'd be pretty nice. 2 beds in here right now. A nice tapestry to look at. I would live there. Someone is here to sell stuff. Oh, pretty good. We can actually get some decent stuff now. So if we just sell all these shields, we got $1,000 now. So we should be able to purchase... Can we get fences? Looks like we can't get fences. That's unfortunate. We need fences. However, we'll go ahead and get like a bunch, like 10 of these tables. And 10 dressers. We don't need 10 dressers. Dressers are expensive, apparently. I did not realize that. And then we'll just get like a few of those. That is fine. A merchant's arrived. We don't need you, good sir. No, no, no. I don't want a new person. Oh, did we fail anyway? Okay, I guess we failed anyway. That's fine. I imagine we failed on food. That would make sense, since we don't really have too much of it. God, I already assumed that we were going to pass. Also, the Alpha 10 update's gonna make it harder for you to get new people, which I like the idea of. I like trying to beat the game, well, the game's daily task. It's like a daily task that the game sets for you. There are tables and chairs in it. There are. It's also a nice fireplace with braziers, which is nice to see. No braziers at the top right there, even though we've got a ladder going up there. A very, very big ladder going up there. Very unsafe. I wouldn't go on that ladder because it's probably going to topple over. Look at it. It's support. It's in a 90-degree upwards, and it's not really attached to anything. Look, it's not even... It's hovering over the brick right there. That thing is, like, amazingly sturdy. It's quite really... It's really weird. It's, balanced was the word I was actually looking for there, not sturdy. But yeah, extremely balanced. Very scary to look at. The second you start pulling yourself up there, pulling your weight on it, it's just going to topple over and you're going to fall face first with the ladder falling on you. You know. Not good. Not good at all. Everyone right here, feasting on jerky. And look at this. Oh my god. This rabbit is just eating jerky right now, even though we probably get jerky from killing rabbits. Very, very weird to see. There's a fox right here who thinks he's hot shit. I'd think I was hot shit if I was a fox. Look at him. Oh, he's gone. Where'd he go? Oh, he's looking at us. Quick. Oh, shit. Run. It's fine. We're a ghost. We're a ghost. He didn't actually see us, for those wondering. For those wondering. We got a few more things to do with the inside area right here. However, we'll go ahead and get some beds installed. So there we are. We'll get a bed right here and another bed right here. We'll make this a 4-person house. You know, let's not go too nuts. Right, so some tapestries. We can put one right there and one right here. I'm going to ruin the tapestry to non-tapestry ratio. It's not something I'm really proud of doing, but I'm doing it. So we'll get some of these chairs, not chairs, tables installed. There we are. Oh, Merv is nipping me. Can't have none of that. Get those installed. We've got some dresses right here, but we can't actually put them... We can put them in front. Like in front of these two. There we are, not bad. It's a nice place to live in. I would live there. We're just going to go ahead and insta-build this, because they seem to have given up on it.